conference. This picture is, as my background, is me dabbling with my three friends, Victor, Brian, and Gio. These are my work habits. Most of my habits are excellent, except for my collaborating. I only need this because sometimes I like working alone. I also chose this background because it has a piece of work, like work habits. On this slide are my strengths in and out of school. My strengths at school. I can find evidence in my reading to support ideas. I can identify similes and metaphors within written material. I can add, subtract fractions with mixed numbers. I can follow order operations to solve equations. And my strengths outside of school are I can play the piano fairly, and I can bike for long periods of time. These are my map scores. That's why I chose this background too. In reading, I scored 225, and 86% higher than other students. And in math, I scored 236, and 91% higher than students.
And that, just so you know, that percentage is nationwide. So it wasn't just here at Village, it was compared to all fifth graders. So pretty phenomenal, 86% and 91%. That definitely is the highest we have ever seen and have had. So he is definitely very talented, very talented.
These are my goals. In reading, my winter score was 225, and my spring goal is 227. In math, my winter score was 236, and my spring goal is 242. I'm gonna get my goals by reading 20 minutes a night and carefully reading and understanding the book more deeply, and focus more on reading the vast amount of books. And I'm going to get my math goal by asking more questions and listening to the directions more carefully and rechecking my blunders. These are my word samples. This is my wordonary. Each week we had to put our vocabulary words, and we had to put the meaning, some synonyms, and a sentence of the word.
He really enjoys this. He definitely is someone in the classroom that right away was able to manipulate too. He's very good with his computer skills. So on here, you have to go to the computer, dictionary.com, thesauruses, and then, the images and the, looking at the synonyms and everything, and actually put it together. It's not just about, finding it and being able to click on it, but what did really the author mean when he used the word develop in that story? And then developing and writing his own sentence, checks for capital letters and punctuation, and you'd be surprised. You would think that is something we have, but a lot of fifth graders still struggle on that. But so far, he has done several of them for me, and they all have been right on, 100%.
This is my planet passport. This is what we did when we made our aliens. My alien's name was Cepheid, and its age on Earth was 13. On Neptune, it was 11. And its weight on Earth was 75 pounds, but on Neptune, it was 83. And its planet origin was because Neptune is a gas giant. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun, and Neptune has 14 moons. And they are Chiron, S2004, N1, Laomedeia, Thalassa, Halimede, Nereid, Samathe, Proteus, Despina, Larissa, Naid, Sao, Neso, and Galatea. The biggest moon of Neptune is Chiron. Its atmosphere and composition. Neptune's atmosphere is made up of gases. The gases made out of is hydrogen, helium, and methane. The weather in Neptune has strong winds and huge storms. And the temperature in Neptune is 373 degrees Fahrenheit. interesting facts about Neptune. An interesting fact about Neptune is that it is tilted and spins diagonally. Some scientists say that a meteor as large as Earth struck Neptune hard enough to tilt it. Another interesting fact about Neptune is that it has 6 rings, but it's barely visible. And Neptune takes 164.8 Earth years to orbit the Sun, and that's very long. Neptune was discovered by Jean-Joseph Leverrier. Neptune has 30 moons and 1 provisional moon, and the provisional moon is named S2004N1. Neptune is also the smallest gas giant. I hope you enjoyed reading some interesting facts about Neptune.
Nice. Yes?
What will my greatest accomplishments be? 100 days of school. My greatest accomplishment is when I grow old might be going to high school, and while in high school, I want to be a waiter as my side job. Then I want to go to college and study engineering. After graduating from college, I want to be an engineer and be the first person to construct a teleporter. I also want to get a big house on top of a hill in a province in Illinois. And I want to have a Lamborghini as my car. I also want to run a food drive for the homeless and hungry. I also want to have a family and to make my parents the dream house they all wanted. I also want to live a long, healthy, and happy life. I also want to be a great bowler and win a bowling tournament for my dad. These are some greatest accomplishments I might do in the future.
Isn't that fantastic? So cool. And the picture that he had, they don't like it, but it was an aging app, so it ages them a little bit so that they, it plays around with their portfolio so that they see their face. And no one's ever happy to see that, except for I told them they looked pretty good. I thought they were looking all right for the future. But great goals, very realistic. Very good.
Things I enjoy about school. I enjoy learning new things about reading. I enjoy meeting my friends, and I enjoy doing math and English. I enjoy reading in the library, and I enjoy the school overall. These are pictures of things we've done at school. The first picture here is us reading in a group for a play. In this picture, all these 3 are us pictured in a group for our slides presentation. This picture right here was when it was our Christmas party, and they had a game where we had to eat the donuts. And this was my picture where we did our alien, and this was a picture
First day of school.
First day of school.
Look how much he's grown since then.
And this picture was when we won the respectful thing for the certificate, and when 2 baseball players went to read to us here. And this is me and my classmate Rachel doing math work. And here was when we made our cards and the blankets for the
Senior citizens, our service project.
And this was our Halloween party when we ate pizza and had some fun games. And this was our first day of school class picture. This is our special something.
It's completely up to you. We do have time if you want to watch it. We can. If you want to watch it in the gym, it's completely up to you. Where would you like to watch it?
It's up to you.
Yep,
You
you
can
choose.
You have that at home, right? It's up to you.
You choose.
I have to run down. I just wanted to tell you how fantastic he is. And I so enjoy
Stop for
having
just
him.
1 minute.
I'm sorry.
That's
No,
okay.
I so enjoy having him. And he really, there is no challenge he is not ready for. So it's been great to see someone who loves to learn as much as he does.
Fantastic. Every day, so prepared, very positive, great friend. I mean, I could talk about him for hours. He just adds so much to our classroom. And it's not just, that he is so involved in learning, which he is a good friend, and he's compassionate, and he's respectful, and kids want to be around him. They, as soon as it's pick a partner, he's a magnet, and people are, he has to choose, which is good, because he doesn't always choose the same people. He chooses other children that are at different levels, and he works very nicely with anyone in this school. So, very proud, very, very happy he's in my class, because he does have just a shiny personality every day, no matter what it is. So whatever you've done, thank goodness, and keep doing that. He is so ready for middle school, it's not even funny. He's ready. I'm not ready to let him go, but they'll be ready to go, and he will be fantastic in this school.
And I like the part on there too, where he said sometimes he likes to work by himself. He knows himself, and he knows where he'll work best, so that's very mature for anybody, any age, but especially at this age.
Right. And that's okay. The classroom is built around that. You don't always have to, have a partner or work, in groups. It's, if you want to do it by yourself, that's fine too, It's completely an open choice, but he's flourished in here too, because I think he really enjoys, it's a safe zone. It's very, easy to, I think, learn in here. I think, the requirements expectations are very high, but it's a routine, and I think he responds well to it, and he fit right in. So it's like he's been here forever, and I say, oh my goodness, no, you should see, he's from the Philippines, brand new, and people are like, wow. So yeah, everyone in the building talks about how respectful he is. So fantastic.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Yes.
Enjoy your spring break.
Yes.
And we'll see you right afterwards.
All right.
Thank you so much for the nice words.
Oh, I said, it is a true joy.
Oh, it is. It's our pleasure. Yes. Okay, buddy. Village specials. This is the fun one. I'm in charge of the coat drive here for students that need coats and everything. But I just put them away yesterday because I thought everybody had a winter coat by now, right? They've been sitting in our hallway for 3 months? I'm like, can I put them away yet? But yeah, he's got good character. He's very respectful, and he understands, that it's not just about him, right? That it's really about all of us, and we need to be able to, I think that's important at this time in our world, that we show that other people are just as important as we are, and it's not just about me. So at this level, it's kind of hard. I tell them sometimes it's okay to be about you, but you really need to keep the big picture going and what you can do, either, helping out at church or a neighbor or anywhere. Even just bringing in the food items here helps people that need to go to the food shelter to, have some things. And you never know when it could be us, right? We never know. So we want everyone to help each other, but that's what I mean by he's so well-rounded. It's not ever about him, it's always about us. So, good job. I'm glad you're in here. I love having you in here. He did phenomenal in Scholars. That was a great program. I know in 6th grade he will be just as successful, if not more, because they have a lot more opportunities over there for him, and he will shine.
He just stayed here for a year.
I know. Well, they want to stay here, and so I get this every year, and I say, if we hide in the your little locker, maybe they won't notice you're here or anything. But I do. We start pretty heavy talking in May about the changes, and I get them ready. We work on locks, because they have to do combination locks over there, and we start talking a little bit about difference in expectations for middle school. We do go visit, and then there's a night when parents go visit. So we've tried, because since I've been here, it wasn't so easy of a transition, and I said it should be. There's no reason why we are not busing our kids over there, walking the halls, showing them the gym. I want kids to talk to our kids, and so we've started that, and last year was the first year I really was able to get it all together, where then over at McGee, they in the gym set up all their clubs for us, so the kids could see what they can join, right? So, so then they start thinking about it, and we walk to the school, show them where library is, cafeteria. We go in the locker rooms where they have to change for gym, and we talk about that, because changing clothes isn't cool, right? But we got to do it. My students in the beginning start wearing their gym clothes under their clothes, and that's fine over there. As long as they are fine with it, then if they're comfortable, I'm comfortable. So it'll be a transition, but he'll be ready and it will be smooth for him. Okay? All right. Thank you for coming in. What's happening in spring break? Anything? Me either.
Is that he'll play basketball?
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere either. I'm happy to stay at home and have the rest. Don't forget you can go on computers. I never lock anything out, so Imagine Learning's on, Khan Academy, all that's up and running, so if you want to do any of that stuff. Okay. All right.
Do you have a picture with you?
You can! I
wanted to
love
have a scenery
that.
memories.
That's